So, BelowNatural has just popped out of absolutely nowhere and decided to throw some of the most insane news and some of the most insane responses to community criticism in I don't even know how long, because it is absolutely insane how much has been revealed by Corso's video, which I would recommend definitely watching. But I will say a few things about what I think. And the first thing is the fact that Mao DJ, or Miku DJ, however you want to call her, has finally been addressed by the developers that it was not their best idea to make it Robux only. But this is purely for monetary business, and I can completely understand that. As a person who knows how game development works on a basis of like the most basic part of game development, and the monetary shit is like, yeah. And they said that, wait. And what they did in fact say is the fact that if they would make the skin itself actually free, they would probably not do some really hard quest line. And that kind of does disappoint me, but at the same time I can completely understand that, because extending gameplay for a few skins is like kind of not interesting in like any kind of way. I don't know how to exactly say it, because I'm like I don't even have a script right now, and I don't even have any notes. But they did say, however, that there will be future skins in PvP, which I did actually know about this for like quite a while now, and there are a lot of skins that they do have prepared for that, but I can't say anything because that would probably get me banned off of YouTube and probably get me into a lawsuit. So yeah, that's everything that I can say about that entire situation. And there has been some actual talk about the leaks by BelowNatural, and what was said is the fact that there will be an admin commands game pass, which, knowing Roblox developers for like the past 5 years, this will be really fucking expensive. And saying expensive, I mean really expensive, like 5,000, 6,000 Robux probably minimum. What do I think about this entire like admin game pass fiasco? I don't think it is the best idea, but the easier way out, it would probably be the fact that you could just make a normal sandbox mode like some games do. I know games like Evolution Evade does that type of thing where they just have PvP, and one of the modes is actually a sandbox mode, which you can just go ahead and go in. You can go solo, you can go a 1v1, and you can just have the time of your life, because all tower placements are disabled, like all limits and other junk. But here, what they want to do is do something that the community has been asking for the past around 3 years. I think ever since we got the overhaul around 4 or 3 years ago, people were asking for a way to replay events. Because the only way to actually replay events is by playing unofficial remakes of TDS. And as you know, some of those remakes are really questionable in quality. Yeah, but here, this is the real game. This is the real deal, which is really cool to say the least, to see that they want to do something. Even though this is kind of in my book as fan service, and I don't really like when games do that. I mean, it's good from a business standpoint. They can make like a couple of millions of dollars from that. And yeah, this game definitely needs a lot of money to maintain. What there also is to say about the Admin Game Pass is the fact that it will not actually save your progress after you purchase it. So any kind of like process would progress that you actually made with the Game Pass, it will be completely invalidated. Which I don't exactly know if they wanna do this, because I hope there's like a toggleable option for the Game Pass itself to like turn it off and on when you actually wanna progress in the game. Which I don't know if they will do, but I sure hope they do that, because that would be really cool to see. And that's about it, I think. Okay, so another thing that they said, because this apparently isn't the only thing that they talked about, is the fact that they've been adding a lot of new content to the game. And what I think about new content each 5 days is already very well known to my community, but I will repeat myself once again to keep you guys in the loop. I honestly do not like the fact that updates come really fast after one another. This can really make the game unpolished and just overall not fun to play with. I've seen so many bugs recently that that the devs have been constantly fixing, actually, which is really good to see. But at the same time, if you took your time to actually kind of work on these bugs, polishing the game first, because I think that I don't know if I understand the point exactly, but what I think is that you should do is probably make a bug fix update. An entire bug fix update. It can be a few parts of bug fixes, no new content, and I think this could be really revolutionary for this entire game. I think that we should really just kind of stop with the content updates for now, instead of like keep adding and just continuously adding content instead of fixing previous issues that have been during the development of the game. What they also mentioned is something really interesting that I myself have not really looked that much upon, because I could not have cared about less about this feature because of how absolutely garbage it is. But consumables. Consumables are one of the most controversial things about Tower Defense Simulator. And this is pretty obvious to anyone who actually played the game. I myself do not really like consumables because of how they are like managed. Even if they are, like, they have not been managed since the release of them, which is like a couple of months ago. I'm not exactly sure when, but they said that they have been working on getting them into a sweet spot. And they did the exact same thing with Mortar, and that worked, so I am very interested to see what do these people exactly want to do with these entire, like, consumables, because this is a really cool concept that TDX has popularized, and yeah, I think it would be really interesting to see TDS giving their own spin on it, because I don't think that gambling over 500,000 coins is that good. I'm just saying, it definitely isn't like the worst they could have think though, but yeah. That is about it for what they have actually said in Corso's video, which my video is literally longer than fucking Corso's. Even though this is supposed to be like a summary, but whatever. This is also supposed to be my own thoughts on what Below has said, because it is really cool to see Below himself come out and ask for community feedback, because I don't see a lot of people and a lot of developers on Roblox actually doing something like this. I guess reasonable, because literally most of their developers don't care about their audiences. I'm literally looking at you, VTEX, with your game Arcane Odyssey, because you barely even talk with the community, or any of those like gambling tower defense games, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video over here and just say goodbye for now, and hope to see you soon. Bye.